Welcome back to Comic Studio. Before we're gonna begin of this video, I have slept around here for 4 hours, over it for around here, but we really think that we're going to be searching for around here. So we're not gonna be continuing around here. So tomorrow we'll be continuing for our last two of these comic creators around here, and that will be it for the end of the schedule as well. For some sort of video uploading schedules like these, we're going to be for some sort of to find somewhere as well, and the recommendations is getting even worse. So what about we're going to be searching building, and we're going to be finding out what is absolutely going to be for around here. So this is absolutely for around here, so it's not going to be for the dude. This is like the builds as well. So this is actually that we're going to be searching for. The buildings like this, and could it be unnecessary as well? So this is actually for the 4 panels productions of the tallest of the buildings, could be for around as well. So looks like I'm probably recommended for going to be here. So looks like we're going to be find somewhere else that I'm going to be find out for this thing as well. If this is not going to be even recommendation for like this as well, maybe it's not going to be for around here. So this is actually that I just made it for around here for somewhere. So this is actually for building for a lot of like these things for some sort of leagues. So this is absolutely for builds for around here for some sort of like this. So here are multiple videos, including for some sort of like the house development like this could turn into a South Asian house, but I'm not pretty sure. This will be for some sort of the existence on India and some sort of other kinds of countries, for the UAE, Dubai, or whenever it does, or Qatar, or many more countries like this, and not even South Asians before like this, because China has took it over for around for urbanizing. Some residents or many residents estates are falling down, but I cannot believe this isn't going to be for such exist yet. So looks like it's time to get for around here. Let's start it with the instructions around, starting with Hyperheims, and probably that we're going to be stepping around for to do this as well. So starting around with step 1, and he says, alright, I should have anything to build this table. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes to set up. By step 4, wait, did I just skip things, or like, did I just skip a step or something? And another one for this in some sort of many steps later until step 17. Okay, I'm even looking around at the same thing I bought. I bought a table until after many steps until step 63. He bought the wrong size for this thing as well. As of the description says, whenever you buy something that comes with assembly instructions, it's always been to follow them carefully. I always follow carefully since that when I was building Legos around as well, when I was dumb, I started to build something even usual as well. We're starting at him as well for some kind of Lego automobiles as well, and it's even complexly good as well, and probably there's more. And it says, however, just be sure not to go insane doing so, please. So these things take time, and it won't be necessary to take a long time that I just seen from the internet videos by building a Lego city for anybody it goes. So we're absolutely going to be just moving on to the next one, and let's reviewing for around here. So we thought preferred that was absolutely going to be 8 out of 10. I guess this is absolutely rating for the 8 out of 10 of this comic, or this comic post or whatever. So let's going for around for some sort of like this, or the 4-panel productions for like anything as well. So the 4-panel production building, and wouldn't able to be for something like this. I'm not gonna be going to be for like that. and especially that we're going to be find somewhere this. So next thing is the house development from alphabet LORE, and let's just supposed to be looking at these things as well. Nothing locates at Brazil, and it's absolutely from Frankie the Custom Comic Studio user. Here is his house and building in the very popular game Minecraft, and boots appreciated as well. Some sort of like this could be even for some sort of unknown crazy. So there's a racist country over here, and I won't be able to be finding out for as the 4-panel productions building. And this is not a building as well. This is a resident house from Minecraft, and that should be actually for some sort of it was exist around here in the game, but I'm not sure it's not pretty exist around here. It was built by some sort of other kinds of usernames and found on the website. Unless this isn't actually going to be, I'm probably felt I'm just going to be getting a little bit struggle for around for this. So this is absolutely from the Hyperheim series. It was a 4-panel production series by Hyperheims, and it wasn't going to be that bad as well for some sort of like this. I have checked out for this account, and I have already seen for just around for some sort of like these things as well. So even for some sort of this popped out for the Weasel News, and it won't be necessary as well that we're going to be finding out as well. So I'm not going to be searching for around Weasel News later in for the Google search that is just going to be downloading images or whenever that I just going to be saying around here. As you can see here, for some sort of like this, we're starting around over here, and probably it was just like in game in Comic Studio. It was likely from Espresso Cookie because the description says, does anyone wonder how the cookie feels when they are forced to do a cookie job in the production building? They can't even make any breaks. The moment you need more materials, they are forced to make them. Imagine how Espresso Cookie must feel. And probably he said for around for just a little bit quickly as well. If yours is a username, you might get to be keeping an eye on him as well, and as you absolutely do this as well. And as he says, finally, after over the day of the work, I can finish making these cupcakes. Oh, wait, that was pointly a thing? He just absolutely added a little bit more, and more thing as well. Oh my god, production is almost done. Well, let me just fix that real quick. And keep up on the good work, Espresso, a username expected to say it around here for this. And so, Espresso Cookie has just felt frightened for many of those things whenever casting around for anything as well. So, nothing is absolutely going to be making for keeping on the good work for around here. It's just like a mass production. Sometimes it was already yes, and it could be for around for this time as well. So I'm gonna be giving you for around as 9 out of 10, as the comments could be for around for this said for around here. So am I gonna be copying for this some kind of link later until I just going to be find out what is going to be up to, and then I'm not going to be for some sort of like this that we're going to be set around here. So where am I able to be continue for this thing as well, as we just going to be expected around here to show what is absolutely going on. So that was a little bit pretty good. And the next one is the 1,000 followers special. He got over 1,000 followers from Hyperheims as well. So I already reviewed for this thing as well, but I cannot believe it has over 1,000 followers. If something is absolutely going to lose some other kinds of followers, it wasn't actually for some sort of like this. It was been 3 days ago for around here. So somewhere over here, it will be taking a little bit longer as well. So as if the description says, it was absolutely hit over 1,000 followers, or 1,100 followers, due to this monumental event. Reporter Cookie does straight for his company building 4-panel productions to do a live interview with one and only Hype Cookie. And probably during for this interview for only way for around here, we might able to be reading this later as well. And because of some unfortunate thing with his top secret item or some sort of a top secret thing right over here, and he'll not able to be telling you that he prevented to be blown his cover for around here until hitting around for 5,000 followers that he absolutely going to be mentioned about here. Make sure you follow Hyperheims to reach all the way to 5,000 followers right now, and so on, because that we really don't think that Hyperheims realize, the Hyperheims or Hype Cookie realize that he won't able to be expected to show this or blown for his cover. And so he decided to kick out the reporter cookie as well, even for some sort of weasel news, and could be even possible like this. So that was the entire story for around here for this thing as well. And that was the exactly could be almost 10 out of 10. It was 8 out of 10 for somewhere as well for the crazy celebration, and it has been shared last year before Christmas by 2024. And that was probably for to do this as well. It was actually May 24, 2023. This could be the 4-panel productions building. The tallest of the buildings could be at least to do this. As you can see here around with whipped coffee cookies that's set into the description. After running around about 7 hours, takes Hype Cookie to the building where he'll start up his business. What he ends up seeing leaves him both speechless, yet also confused. They absolutely going to be went inside of the building as well. And probably for the pictures taken from Gary's mod, and he taken on to the further round for the multiple floors as well, and several floors later, he went on to the entrance as well, and probably he's climbing up into the elevator and went up into this office, and then so for another description as well, whipped coffee cookie shows Hype Cookie the inside of the new main office, where he'll be able to do or doing the comic making he would ask for. It was kind of weird now everything was introduced, not even the full tour, but when has logic ever been a factor? And probably that completely opens the door for around here for his new office, because his office was kind of a little bit weird like the Sparkles NP3, but he forced him to start work for immediately to do this as well. But the first that was not gonna be a little bit kidding as well. It was just kidding around here, and let's just start at a tour for right of him as well for some sort of like this, because Syrupy or whipped coffee cookie had a little bit of dumb decision, and probably heads our way for some sort of another work is for another office building. Unless Hype Cookie was completely alone and refuses to start to work. Whenever that is absolutely for the 4-panel productions could be for around for 9 out of 10. And that was a little bit even great as well for some sort of 8 out of 10. And that was a little bit pretty good as well. And absolutely for some sort of like these. And it's absolutely going to be taken out for some sort of instead like this. Could be looking around and ended up for an epic house for around here for the update 1 that looked like this for some sort of like that we probably should have found around here for some sort of like this as well. And it says here, comment something I should add here. It can be future or furniture, some of the modifications to the house, or maybe even a whole new structure. As for the description said, I'm not ready and that good of that building. I'm not really that good at building. Anyways, this fake Minecraft thing actually is really accurate to the real game. There is even a good or a cool furniture and extra animal mod thing added. But it's absolutely going to be for around as 9 out of 10. That's a little bit good. As of the house update 1, epic house update here, And here into the description is the first update of many. Hopefully the giant animals look okay. I'm not really a builder. I can already see how the chaotic this is going to be soon. And that must be for an 8 out of 10. And that is going to be the end of this video for that's entirely for today as well. So hopefully that you're going to be seeing for some sort of other kinds of buildings soon, and whenever that you're going to be seeing this whatsoever. The link is going to be in description to browse some comics and whatever you can do whenever you want as well. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and I'm going to be signing off, and I'll talk to mini lads and comic studio users and fellow viewers all later. And you might going to be find something else, as you might going to be building a house somewhere by using tiles or some kind of building materials, and whenever you can do whenever you want. But not so fast. We absolutely for some sort of the Epic House update 2, and I realized this will be for the 16 minutes of this video, but I cannot believe this is actually for what it's sure. Let's see around in the comments for around here for to do this as well. That says here, Big Cat anywhere, and some sort of like anything as well for the agreed like this. So making house out of dirt, best material in the game. That was worse. And added some plants to make the house abandoned. Just build a giant chicken onto that some kind of a lake shore. And this is absolutely for the update 2 for some sort of this that can turn into some kind of very awful. The descriptions says the other suggestions from the update 1 will be added later updates as well. Also, we didn't know about to do for the Phantom Cat. Anyways, you'll recommended any furniture or at least something inside the house or observatory for nothing that I just going to be doing this. Also, I didn't put the observatory in the back of because the back was literally just water, but just right here. And as you can see, to make this thing as well for some kind of crazy cues, an unfinished iron golem behind the house, and put a giant clover of your house and on top of your house. Stupid clover hat for houses, it gets 2, but looks like this is actually going to get a little bit more. Putting up the chicken upside down, and maybe you should add a path leading up to your house with some bushes, just leaves, and its sides. And probably this is getting a little bit worse. And add a obsidian tower. What you will find the end, put it in the back and make it in hollow to make it into you and turn it you into observatory. So that was already about for this yet, and it won't be that necessary as well for some sort of building as well. So and that will be it as well for some sort of the end of like those things, and that marks the end of this video for round 4 pretty sure. So nothing that hopefully that you might able to be liking for these some kind of houses. So many of you build some kind of for better houses as well in Minecraft and around the world, you mini lads, that you might going to be building for something kind of a little bit nice and furniture like for some sort of less classic, less futuristic, less modernized, and whatever that you're going to be find itself that you're going to be building right here in Minecraft, that you're going to be making and urbanized as well, that I just completely build a urbanized things whenever that I just going to be set around here. So eventually that is completely the end of this video already, that I just said that because attempting to turning off the video or some sort of like this, attempting to end the video wasn't going to be supposed to be, because I'll do it right now. So thanks a lot for around here, mini lads, and I'm going to be signing off, and have a very safe day whenever you going to be trying to feel from, but nothing how do you think that is going to be to do. So what is going to be for around to build for this sound kind of house? And yes, it was absolutely 20 minutes of this video, or not.